Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm going to be doing a completely different video today. I had something else planned, but my kids were sick all last week and I've caught it, I'm sick now. So I'm going to do that video next week because I had no time to get ready for it. And I thought instead of doing no video this week, that because it's World Book Day today, I thought I would share with you guys a book that I wrote for my daughter. I want to apologize in advance for my sniffles and the state of me. I'm so sick, but I'm going to do my best to get through this. So my daughter has celiac disease and she was diagnosed a few months ago. I had heard of celiac disease, but I didn't really know much about it, and this was a huge shock for us, so we really weren't prepared for it. If you don't know what it is, it's basically she can't eat gluten. So bread, pasta, pizza, cereal, cake, cookies, all of that stuff is off the table. I didn't even realize how many foods gluten was in. Like, I have to check every label, even ketchup, ice cream, chocolate, and be careful for cross-contamination. Luckily, there are a lot of gluten-free products and substitutes out there, so she hasn't had to sacrifice too much. We can pretty much get gluten-free alternatives of everything. My biggest worry was how to explain this to her because she's only 4 years old, and I didn't want it to be a huge negative thing like, look, all your favorite foods here, you can't have them anymore because they make you sick. And I didn't want to scare her. So I looked for some books that might help. There were a few books out there, but none that really matched the idea in my head of having a positive spin on it. Like, look at this fun new part of your life while also understanding she can no longer eat certain types of food. So I created the Swap Bop. The Swap Bop is a creature who swaps out any unsafe foods for safe foods. So we got a box, and whenever she has food that she can't have, like if it has gluten in it, then she puts it in her box, and while she's sleeping, the Swap Bop creature comes in and takes the food out of the box and leaves something like a surprise in its place. One of the first occasions after her diagnosis was Halloween, and I was so worried about having to take away half of her trick-or-treating sweets because she wouldn't be able to have them. But instead, we sat down together and went through everything and picked out what was gluten or what was possible cross-contamination of gluten, and we put it in the box, and she was so excited to trade this stuff with the Swap Bop. The next morning she ran down to open the box and see all these amazing surprise treats. So it took something that could have been really negative and sad into something positive and fun. So this is the book. I wrote it in kind of rhymey poem format, so it was more child friendly. And then I did the artwork in Procreate, which is this app on the iPad. It was very easy to use, and then I just put it all together in Canva. I just printed it in the local printing shop, and I used it to explain to my daughter what celiac disease is and what her new lifestyle would be in a child-friendly way. I wanted to include all the different occasions where there might be food that she can't have, like birthday parties, play dates, Christmas, trick-or-treating. And I also wanted to add a part to make sure she knows to always check foods and ask an adult to check for her if something is okay. And I also wanted to let her know that there are other kids that have different food intolerances or food allergies, like some kids can't have dairy or nuts, just so she feels a little bit less alone. My daughter brought the book into school, and her teacher was amazing at encouraging me to try and get this out there and share it with others, because obviously she'd seen a lot of kids over the years that had food allergies or intolerances, and there wasn't really anything like this out there. So I printed some more copies and I gave them to some friends that had kids with food allergies or intolerances, and I asked them for some feedback and on what they thought. Then I did a final version that could be inclusive for any child with any kind of food allergy or food intolerance. And I uploaded it onto Amazon, where anyone can order it worldwide. Amazon takes care of all the printing and shipping, so it's very easy. I haven't shared this book with anyone, not even my friends, a lot of my family. I'm very nervous about it because it's not something I've ever done before. But I thought on World Book Day I would share it, and I just hope that if someone else is in the same position that I was in of trying to figure out how to explain this to their child and how to make a positive spin on it, then hopefully this book will help someone else. It really took the stress out of a lot of difficult conversations with my child about her new lifestyle, and yeah, just made the whole thing more happy and more positive. I'll put the link to Amazon below if anyone wants to order it, and I will read it to you now. and I'm nervous. So here is the cover, the Swap Bop for kids with food intolerances, and then the back, just what the book is about. A Swap Bop is a creature who will gobble up any food that is unsafe for children and leave them a surprise in its place. A Swap Bop will make sure a child is never left out. This story offers children a fun and positive experience when dealing with their food allergy or intolerance. And then I'm going to read the book to you guys. For Odette, I put that for my daughter. I don't know if you can see it, but there, I picked it up today and I found pencil drawings on it. So this is in this copy. It won't be in any other printed copies, I promise. That was just, I assume it was my son. But and then on this page, just something for the kids to fill out themselves. This book belongs to, the food that isn't safe for me is, and my Swap Bop first visited me on, and the date that they can put in there. Okay, and then I will read you the story. Did you know that some foods can make people sick? Sometimes it can hurt just from a lick. It might be dairy, eggs, gluten, shellfish, or a nut. They could hurt your tummy, your head, or your gut. The good news is, when you're in this position, you're assigned a bop who will help your condition. A bop is a creature. It's furry and small. It loves to bounce and roll in a ball. But what it loves most is the food you can't eat. It'll gobble it up. It loves a good treat. In exchange for your food, it will make you a deal. It will give you a trade for a good meal. Just leave it some food that you can't eat, and it will swap you a prize. Maybe food, something else. It's up to your bop. It will be a surprise. It will come whenever you have food to trade. From a party, from school, maybe from a parade. From a fun fair, a day trip, or from a play date. Your bop will swap. It can hardly wait. Just find a box to make the swap. You can decorate it to get ready for your bop. Put your food in the box and leave that space. Your bop will leave something nice in its place. It can never be seen, so don't try to peek. When it's sure you're not looking, in it will sneak. It might wait for bedtime when you're sleeping at last. Or during the day, you won't see it's so fast. Halloween is fun for the spooky treats to snag. Go trick-or-treating and fill up your bag. Box what you can't have, keep what you can. The bop will then trade. It knows the plan. Christmas is the best when Santa comes a-knocking. Festive treats all round, maybe some in your stocking. Hot chocolate, candy canes, gingerbread men, whatever you're not allowed, just place them carefully in the box. Your bop will be so proud. Your bop adores special days and any celebration, anytime there is a chance of a food donation. If you're going somewhere, just let your bop know. It will leave you food to take along before it's time to go. Drop a note in the box and you'll be swapped a snack. Safe food you can bring in your very own pack. Sometimes you might miss out on a treat, but have no food to trade. Just leave your bop a little note and a swap will be made. Not eating like other kids might make you sad, but your bop will be there so you don't feel too bad. You are special and strong. Lucky is how you can feel. Out of all the other kids, who else has this fun deal? Always remember, when offered food, be careful and take care. Ask a parent or teacher if it's okay. It's great to be aware. If they say no, put it down. Being safe is always best. Your bop will bring you something else. Forget about the rest. You might never see it, but trust in your bop. It will always be there to give you a swap. The end. I'm so nervous putting this out there. Obviously, this is something that I just made for my daughter. I didn't expect anyone else to ever read it, so I am nervous about putting it out there for everyone. I'm not an author, but if it helps anyone, then I will be so happy, just because I know how difficult it is being in the position of trying to explain this new lifestyle to your kids, and this book just made it easier for us. And yeah, I hope it can make it easier for someone else out there. And I know this video is not at all what I usually put on my channel. I'm gonna go back to normal stuff next week, but this is something that I've been really going through. It's been a huge change for our whole family for the last few months, something I've been doing a lot of research into, and something that's really taken over, so I thought I would share it, and the one positive thing that has come out of it and has really helped. So that's it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe, and thanks for watching. Bye.